Teen Sports listeners. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday.
This is a whole hour of Santa Barbara teen athletes and all those people.
Woo!
Come on, people, give it to me bigger, bigger, bigger. And all those businesses that support those teen athletes. Oh, my God.
Bigger than that with only 3 people.
I know. I mean, we waited and waited and waited, and I'm not seeing the Buntinis. There's trouble now. I think the relationship is over.
Oh,
what
no,
the
don't
heck?
say
Where's
that.
my
Don't
Buntini?
say that.
I actually, that was the only thing. I did everything right, okay? I did my walking. I did it because I was saving it for the Buntini.
I'm waiting for the breakfast cereal, the Buntini breakfast cereal in a box.
Good stuff,
Wouldn't that
huh?
be good?
I like
little
it
milk
with
over the top of that?
Good. Okay. I like
Or
it when
better
people-
yet, just give me a bag of sugar and I'll be just fine.
That's it. Oh, God. That's not good. We're going to talk about sugar later. All right, let's go around the room. We've got a lot of great co-hosts today. We've got entering into the house. She's going to be here this time every month. We have, introduce yourself. Be strong.
I'm Anna Coronado.
Woo! I like that. Bishop Diego. But she's on break. Well, Bishop, it's the 7th. You're done, right? You're done. You're not done. Where are we?
No, we're not done yet.
We're not
we
done.
have, I think, a week of school left.
Nice.
And then finals.
Yes. Oh, you haven't had the finals yet?
Nope, not yet.
It's so funny because I have Laura Akadia. She's with me, right? She's a DP. She's done. I go, what do you do in school every day? Nothing. I'm like, what a sorry. I mean, not banging on the public schools.
She's absolutely right.
No, not banging on the public schools. Andie Gill, what are you doing? Woo,
Oh, man.
Andie.
Woo! Well, today's the 7th. That means the last day of school is tomorrow. So I'm very, very excited. I actually got some career changes for you. I haven't had a chance to tell you, but
You're going into auto mechanic.
I am moving on to Santa Barbara City College, academic counselor.
Really?
Oh, wow.
I'll be teaching a professional development class. So
You're fast track,
I'm
baby.
about to be a professor.
That's awesome.
So I'm very pumped. I've had a
man.
very hard time saying bye to my students, but they understand. I've told them the same thing. When that opportunity arises,
Right.
you got to take it. And then I'll be seeing a lot of them up there at Santa Barbara City College. So
right.
it'll be great. But I'm very excited. It's the right career move at the right time, and
Right.
I'm pumped.
Yeah. Talk about that program they got right now. And I don't know, because I'm getting half says one thing, half says the other, since Laura is from Italy, my exchange student. Right?
I know exactly what you're talking
Yeah,
about. The
right,
Santa Barbara City
right.
College Community Promise.
Yes.
Yes, it is incredible.
Yeah.
So
who did that? A person do that, or the state do that, or the city do that?
I don't know enough about it. I don't
we
want
need to find out who. I want that person in this radio show.
What I do
I
know
want to
is
promise to meet that person.
we need to. Actually, when I get up there, I'll make sure that happens. But
I love that.
What I do know is that current 12th graders graduating this year in the Santa Barbara local area, so anywhere from Goleta to Carp,
Right.
within the first year, as long as you sign up within the first year, tuition,
Right.
books, all covered for 2 years.
Okay, so
completely
now,
free.
My question is this, okay? If you come to Santa Barbara illegally, just joking, not fun. No, illegal, legal, foreign, exchange, whatever. It doesn't matter. If you have a certificate from a high school in Santa Barbara, regardless of where you were born, you get to go to CC.
That is my understanding. Yes,
That's what my understanding was. But then somebody said, okay, that you have to be here 8 months.
I
don't know.
don't have the
Can we
answer to
find that out?
Yeah, we'll find
Let's
that out.
find
I don't
out,
want to
'cause
say
you're
anything on the
gonna be here
radio.
next week. Let's
it's
find
out there forever. but-
Have I ever required any homework for any of my co-hosts? No.
No.
I want to know
I will
what's
find
the
out.
deal. If they have to be
Until
here.
now.
Exactly. Well, you're the man. All right.
Hey,
So
maybe next week I can get a city college rep on here.
So,
That
so
would be
does this
awesome.
mean I have to go back to high school
Get another
and
phone.
work my way up and graduate
Can you imagine,
again?
though, for 2 years? I mean, because that's going to
Wow.
save Laura's parents $25,000.
There's a
She's gonna pip her parents for a car now. Yeah,
only,
she is.
only,
She
only,
would. I would if I were her.
only if she mentions Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio.
That's what I got to do. Exactly. You heard about what
and then she'll get a free appetizer
You
with
gotta
that
put an ad
car.
on the side of the
Serious.
car.
What's that?
You gotta
Well,
put
it's
your
true.
ad on the side of
No,
the car.
well, it's true. We mentioned it when her mom was here sitting.
Yeah,
right in the
I know.
corner.
That's
she
so
was
funny.
right there. And I said, of course, what I do. It's like what I do when I go to Vin's and I yell out half price sushi. She don't like that. She comes out with the biggest knife out of the kitchen. Okay, I was kidding. Okay, but I asked her mom, and she was right here in the corner a few months ago, and I said, hey, if anybody comes in and says Teen Sports Radio, what, free appetizers, right? Of course, you got to buy the meal, not just the appetizers. We had to preface that. So lo and behold, somebody came in from America. and said Teen Sports Radio.
Yeah.
It was shocking. Okay. So listen, that could have been a fluke. It wasn't staged. I don't know who these people are, but now I want to offer it again. Okay.
Uh-oh.
I got approval from the mother.
Okay.
So if anybody goes to Bologna, okay, Italy, and you say Teen Sports Radio, and I don't know where the rest, we'll have Laurel be here next week, okay? You get a free appetizer. Now listen, go big. You know what I'm saying? Because if something is free to me, I don't even look at what it is. I go by the euros. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
go for the biggest number on the euro,
And
right?
that's Bologna, Italy, not
That's
Bologna, New Jersey.
That's right, Bologna, Italy. Isn't that cool? It's the coolest thing. Dr. Mae Chandler, what do you say to that?
I say that's
It
awesome.
wasn't you, was it? You didn't go there.
I
you
did not
You
go
and Nate
there.
didn't go.
No, actually, my passport's expired right now, so I was definitely not
Okay.
there.
No.
But yeah.
No, you got it.
So you know what I was just thinking
What?
about
Tell
this City College?
Yes.
My husband last month just finished taking a course at City College. He took woodworking.
Nice.
So guess what I have him doing now in the garage? Making Adirondack chairs. He goes, I
thought you
didn't
were
think
gonna
this
say
was going to be
making-
my
making
second
a
job.
bassinet.
No bassinets.
No money.
Adirondack chairs for outside.
Bassinet.
Individual.
Bassinet.
And
I'm
not
a
little
burning sage.
baby ones.
Bassinet. That's it. Nice.
Super
No,
fun.
let's see. So
Yeah.
cute.
Your name again will remind me?
I'm Anna Coronado.
I was here the first day you were a guest on the show. So
Yeah, I think
that
I
was
actually remember that.
Yeah, so that's pretty sweet. Well, welcome.
Yeah, thanks.
Aww. In case you need anybody, Andie Gill, he's so good. Andie, since I'm going to shoot you back before I talk to Dr. Dale Figtree and Dominique Hackett, freshmen, sophomores, juniors, seniors, what do we got to do?
So we are officially at the end. So
Yes.
my freshmen, the goal is this year at least 20 hours of community service. Get them under your belt. Feel a little bit better going into sophomore year. Get involved. There's that other half that are going to summer school. Make the most of it. Take full advantage of it. So when you go into 10th grade, you're right where you need to be. No issues. 10th graders right along the same ways. Pick up one of those SAT, ACT practice books and just start looking over the questions. The more that you familiarize with it, you'll be better off. My juniors, this is a big summer for you guys. SAT, we are starting to write our essays for college admission. We're starting to think about possible careers maybe. Maybe it's work, maybe it's military, maybe it's other. But my juniors, you guys know your plan. If you don't, find me. Easy to find. San Marcos High School.
And seniors, isn't it just bye-bye?
All we've been doing the last couple of days is practicing walking down the hill. So at this point, we either know if you're graduated or not. If not, hey, keep your head up. It's not the end of the world. We have a lot of options. We're still in range to get that diploma. But take full advantage of City College if you're looking for another option.
Nice.
But everybody else, best of luck in college. Kick butt, have fun, be safe, and call your mom.
Nice. Andie Gill! Woo! All right. Let's get Dominique Hackett. I think she's studying in the corner. We've got a future master gardener, Dominique Hackett. Yeah.
Hello, Erica.
She's
Good
the
morning.
new Earth Mother. Actually, I think I made you the Chief Happiness Officer, right?
Yes.
I'm going to make you the CFO. Chief Spiritual Officer. You've been illuminating lately. This whole Master Gardener thing has made you up like, ooh. So I'm just saying. But let's talk about what you're doing. No, I'm serious. You kind of.
Oh, well, it was kind of fun.
Like a moon goddess thing. She dressed up as a moon goddess. I'm not lying. Got it. Huh? It's on Instagram. No, go ahead. Just kidding.
Well, I want to highly recommend, if anyone has an interest and has time, the Master Gardener program is open to anyone over 18 who can invest 4 hours a week over 6 months to attend gardening classes, where the amount of information you receive from the UC system is just phenomenal. And the goal is to increase the amount of volunteers we have in our community that are giving free advice for gardening. So it's not just vegetable gardening, it's any kind of landscape gardening, trees, oak trees. How are you managing your grazing lands in San Ynez? All of those questions, we are being trained to help facilitate finding you the answer, because having a beautiful, beautiful Santa Barbara is actually, it makes our city more beautiful, but also saves us money. So doing this volunteer work is really, really important.
Well, Ignacio doesn't really like you that much. That's my gardener, because I give him a task, of making the front lawn like perfect, right? And it is. And then now she's changed it, and now we're going edible. So, well,
because we're in a drought, I just
like, no! It was really kind of funny. You should see. I mean, he's like shaking his head, and I of course, got in the car and I left. So, yeah, it was nice. But,
it's just a thought. If you can, since we are in a drought, that if we can make our landscape native and edible, then we're using water for a really good reason, really good resources. We also need our trees to be producing oxygen. So.
You're not going to fail this test tomorrow, are you? I'm just wondering.
Oh, it's a doozy. So, no one ever fails it. They just want to know that you know where to find the answers. That's the whole thing about the Master Gardener program, is we have access to the UC system's extensive library of horticultural information. And that's the goal, is to complete the test by finding the right answers.
Just tell everybody real quick what your topic was, because it was kind of out there. Okay, go ahead.
So part of the cool is that you have to do a 15-minute presentation with your teammates. And somehow or another, my wonderful teammates agreed to do a presentation on biodynamic gardening. And biodynamic gardening goes a little bit beyond organic gardening. It's very interesting. It kind of brings in some cosmic principles, including where is the moon at. But the thing is, when I gave the presentation, people don't realize it. We are already gardening based upon astrology and astronomy because we follow the sun.
There you go.
Yeah. So it's not as mysterious as it at first appears. But biodynamic gardening.
Who were your mates?
I'll give a shout out to Amy Mayfield.
Amy!
And
poor thing. You had to struggle, huh?
and Lynn. Oh, my God. We just had so much fun together, and it was a wonderful presentation. And Amy brought in one of her chickens. It was really beautiful.
Nice. All right. Dominique Hackett. All right. She's always last, but she's used to it because it's like there's always power in her punch. Dr. Dale Figtree. And we're going to go to break, but I know you have something to share.
Yeah, I do, and it's great to be here. Thank you. And should I share after the break?
Share after break, but I just want you to say hi. You got
hi, and I found a great article.
You had a big conference a few weeks back, you know?
Yes,
How'd that go?
Fantastic conference at Casa de Maria. It's once a year, Health Classics. People could look it up on the web. It was excellent.
All right, fantastic. And you got something to share with us then later on.
I do.
I'm excited. All right, let's go to break. This is Erica Salda. We've got a big show. Stay tuned for more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in every single Tuesday at 9 a.m. It was so funny. So I looked over at Andie Gill, and then somebody over here to the left is pointing at me. So if there's a little dead air in there, I am so sorry because I didn't go really fast. Sorry, Dr. D. He looks at me. Because, when you get pointed at, you got to move. You know what I mean? I don't know why I was looking at you. I don't know. I went away. You are a handsome guy. Hey, you know what I want to do? I want to give away something again. We're so blessed because all the businesses that are affiliated with us, now that we start giving away stuff, I mean, I'm getting just people just dumping all kinds of fun little things on us. So what I think we're going to do today is, why don't we give away and let's go to somebody out there. If you have never had acupuncture, okay, you've never tried it and you were afraid or whatever like that, and please don't be afraid of acupuncture. There's little tiny little filaments. Believe me, I have people that have tried it and they're not being a big baby about it, but you have to pay. So why pay if you never want to? If you want to experience something like this, Brian Folk says if you want to try acupuncture, he is going to donate not 1 hour treatment, but 2. So we're going to give away 2 1-hour treatments. Brian Folk, a co-host. All right, that's it. So if you've never tried acupuncture, and May, you can't because I know you've never tried it, but it doesn't count. If you're a co-host on the show, we have 25 co-hosts, so you can't win. So, but if you so I'm going to say, Anna, since you're the team, what do you got to send an email to?
You got to send the email to queenofteenSB@gmail.com.
Yes, do that. And it's not 1, but it's 2. So if you've never tried acupuncture, why not try it on our dime, huh? And, Dr. D, before Brian, have you ever tried it? I forget.
I have tried it.
Oh, yeah, okay. I don't want to talk to you.
And my wife has too.
Who has not ever tried it? I'm just kidding. Look at everybody's raising their hand. Nobody's in here has tried it.
But I missed I was writing it down and missed it. What was that email address again?
I don't know. What?
It's queenofteenSB@gmail.com.
Nice. All lowercase. No, I'm just kidding. It doesn't matter what the case is.
Every other letter.
Exactly.
Is
Dominique,
lowercase.
talk to me about the acupuncture, because I know you the first time that you went to Brian, it wasn't what you expected, because most people, do this chiropractor. You got, and I like, not chiropractor, but acupuncture. Brian spends a whole hour with you. Well, you know what I mean? And it's just really nice. So he gets to know the person. He's like really like a kind of healer person.
The nice thing is with acupuncture is you get to talk to the practitioner. It's very relaxing. And I don't like needles. So that when we call it a filament, we're talking about something very, very, very tiny. And it doesn't go into the skin very much at all. It really has to do with activating your pressure points. And it's so relaxing. And it's just building up your body's own immune system, supporting your body's own rhythms. So he also uses aromatherapy, and he knows a lot about herbs. So he's a fascinating...
He's getting his PhD. He's a smart person.
Yeah, it's really very educational.
It's like you.
And I like the way that you referred to him. Kind of like a healer.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a great ad.
Yeah.
Brian Falk, kind of like a healer.
Yeah, well, I just, I don't want to, it's a big word saying a healer. I don't want to make him like, Jesus-like, but I'm just saying.
No.
There are people out there that get in tune to you.
Exactly.
And
that's what you have to find the right person for you, too. But I mean, acupuncturists are not acupuncturists. I mean, they're not a dime a dozen.
Right.
They're individuals. And I can attest, well, I can't personally attest, but my wife had really bad shoulder and back pain.
Right.
And went for I don't know how many number of treatments she had over a 4 or 5 month period.
Right.
Hasn't had a recurrence in over 2 years.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can't say.
Because the energy channels have been opened and they remain open.
Nice. Okay, Mae, get on the phone. Get on the horn here.
Well, I just have to say, because
Now, you know Brian.
I do know Brian.
He's a nice guy.
He is a nice guy. And I have a lot of patients, that will ask me, well, what do you think about acupuncture?
Right.
And I'll say, well, it's worth trying.
Right.
I mean, I've never tried it.
Right.
When I got my ears pierced, I only left with one ear pierced because it hurts so bad.
That's not, I know. Oh my God, that's not the relationship though.
I know.
Oh my God.
But, honestly, after hearing Dominique talk about it, that was awesome how you talked about it, because now I'm thinking maybe I should just try it.
You should.
Because that, I liked how you were talking about
I could step on his foot and you could trade.
There we go. Yeah, exactly. One service for the other service.
Not funny? Look, okay, Dr. Dale Figtree.
Well, I'd like to add also that we're talking about a 5,000-year-old medical practice, so they know what they're doing, number one. Right. Number two, there's a little trick. If when they're putting a needle in you, if you exhale on that moment, you do not feel it.
Oh,
so that's a trick,
good
and it
trick.
Works. Yeah.
Didn't even know that. Okay,
yeah.
Andie Gill, you got to have a more stressful job.
I would love some acupuncture.
Yeah,
right
serious.
I'm just trying to finish the school year.
No, serious. No, he's easy guy to find, and I think if you see Teen Sports Radio, I know because we're one big family, so you get the family discount. Yeah,
Brian's a great guy too.
It's true. He's the best. Anna, have you had acupuncture?
No, actually, I haven't.
I don't know. Your mom's sitting right behind you. Huh?
Do you have it here?
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's right. You had it here in house.
Yeah, actually, I forgot about that.
Do you remember it?
Not really, but I mean, I kind of remember her being here though.
Yeah,
I remember seeing him.
Brian,
Sorry.
guy.
Forgot.
Sorry. Well, but we have actually had more than one acupuncturist come to the show, so it's okay. You didn't mess that up.
I remember somebody coming with a bunch of tiny needles, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay, so let me ask you this. So since we're giving 2 hours away to somebody who's never experienced acupuncture, and they send the email to where? Say what?
queenofteensb@gmail.com.
Awesome. You're in. All right, you've got to check out the About Us page. We've got Anna up there. We got a nice little pic and bio. Looks really kind of cute. Nice. Selfies. Oh, it's all good. No, you didn't do a selfie. I'm just kidding. I need a picture today. No, it was awesome. All right, so who did you bring today?
I brought my friend Natalie Whiting. She also goes to Bishop, and she plays basketball.
Woo! Okay, yeah, I kind of know who she is. Did I freak you out?
A little.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because your face really didn't change that much.
Oh.
Because I remember you from the club when you were a little kid. And then I just say, so when I saw you, I'm like, oh my God, I said, let's flashback. And I actually, exactly remember where you were because you're like a little lefty. And that's when I said, you're that little lefty. She goes, hey! I said, see, I know kids. I love kids.
I just thought you were psychic.
Yeah, well, I don't know. People say that I have a little of that too. I don't know. But, so talk to me. Why Bishop? I always like to get down to the bottom line. You notice how we've got basketball coaches all around us here today, and everyone wants to know, why are you going to Bishop?
Well, honestly, my parents just really wanted me to go there because it's a great school, and also because my brother goes there.
Oh, that helps.
Yeah.
What grade is he in?
He's graduating next year.
Nice. Do you play basketball too?
Yeah, he played on the team.
Nice. What's his name?
Peter Whiting.
Nice. Okay, so did he make you who you are today? You want to give him a little shout out?
Actually, shout out to Peter.
No easy layups, baby. If I was the mom, just make it hard. Obviously, because it's the next generation, right? Andie Gill, what are you going to do there?
That's awesome.
He was swallowing. That's what happens when you're drinking something. I know exactly where to go to.
Well, just let's start. What grade are you in?
I'm a sophomore.
Sophomore, awesome. So the goal for next year is maybe varsity?
Well, I was on varsity this year.
Even better. That's awesome. You got a lot of experience, a few years under your belt.
Did you not hear that Erica said she was a baller when she was like 8?
I believe Erica says it.
That's it. Actually, she's really good.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
So tell me a little bit about this past season and then goals for next year, individually and as a team.
Well, this season went by real quick. We didn't do that well as we could have, because last year we made CIF, but this year we lost a lot of seniors. And during our first games, one of our main players, Summer Soto, hurt her ankle, and she was out for the season.
No.
Yeah, it was a bummer.
Yeah, I coached her.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I coached all the Sotos.
Oh.
Serious. There's a lot of them. No, I'm serious. Awesome. So you don't know, what about next year? What do you think about next year?
I think we have a bright future.
Yeah?
Because we're getting a lot of sophomores, coming up on the team.
Right.
Because a lot of people are leaving.
All right, cool.
Are you still playing for Jeff Burridge?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Just wondering if he was still there.
Yeah.
He was a funny story. Ask him. He was my freshman basketball coach, his first year ever coaching.
Serious? Andie Gill. Ask him if do you remember Andie Gill?
Right.
Just to see if he remembers him. I don't know. But Andie Gill's a big guy, a big name right now. So, because he's telling everybody, I coached him when he was a freshman. You're the coach.
That's why he's terrible.
Exactly. Everybody sticks to you when you're somebody, right? All right, let's say we're going to take a little break, all right? We got a lot to talk about, but we're going to take a little break. This is Erica Salda, really quick. And where are we going to send that email to for the acupuncture?
We're going to send it to queenofteenSB@gmail.com.
That's it. All right, let's take a break. It's Erica Salda. We'll be back with more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in every single Tuesday at 9 a.m. All right, let's recap. All right, we have our first, well, not our first. We've had a lot of teen co-hosts, but we've got a new teen co-host, and she brought her first guest. Put your hands together. Anna did a great job. It's so weird, this connection that I've had with your first guest. It's wonderful. We've got Natalie in the house. So, Natalie, let's talk about the schedule. Let's. When did you start playing basketball? How old were you?
I don't know. I really just remember always growing up and playing basketball, probably when I was 4, actually.
Have a little court in your house and everything?
Yeah, I had a
Did you have the roll-away or the permanent? I'm just asking.
I don't remember. I was 4.
You're laughing at Andie. Did you have, the breakaway win? Like the little Tyco had one, inside the house? You didn't have any of that,
I don't think so. I just made my own hoops.
Did you?
Yeah.
I love that.
Have a
Did you have it on the
laundry
door
basket.
frame? Huh?
Yeah.
Did you have that?
Yeah, I still have that.
Do you really? That's awesome.
Yeah.
When you get older, when you get in your 50s, and you'll still have one on the trash can because, you're throwing it away. That's a dead one. At least you got to make a bucket out of it. If it goes in the trash, you got to have mine says, yeah, has to talk. Everything talks to me. I clap, it goes, it's crazy. All right, Andie's got a question for you.
So, what position do you play? And are you pretty good at it?
I'm usually a guard on the left wing, and I don't know.
So I know a lot of shooting guards who claim to be shooting guards but can't shoot. Are you one of those pass first, or am I looking to score all the time? Am I aggressive? Am I real calm and collected? A mix of all of them would be awesome. But I want to hear from you, and then maybe Anna's seen you play.
I have.
What kind of a player would you describe yourself as? And then secondly, how would your coach describe you?
Well, I would describe myself as very competitive, and I get aggressive when someone has the ball. I always try to get it.
Defensive monster, there you go.
And I do like to take shots. I miss sometimes, but I feel like I make it more than I miss.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she definitely does. She's really good. I've seen her play. She is really competitive, and that's good. She never gives up on the ball. And it's really cool to see you play because you have a lot of energy on the court. And
thank you.
It's good, yeah.
Do you play any other sports or have any other activities that you enjoy?
Yeah, I play volleyball, and that's pretty fun.
Do you think it helps with your basketball? Like, do you think volleyball and basketball help somehow with each other?
Yeah, it keeps me active, like during seasons, like on and off.
But any specific, like, things that you would do in volleyball or basketball that kind of help you with the other? Like, for example, I'm a ballet dancer, not a basketball player or a volleyball player, but I've also really gotten into yoga recently. And I wish I would have gotten into yoga a long time ago because yoga is really good at helping with your core muscles, which is great for dancing, right? Because you don't really work on your core muscles during dancing. So do you have anything like that that you could think of?
Just like in volleyball, you have to be in a constant position of like squatting, and that really helps like make your legs stronger. And for basketball, you need to run like a lot. It's constantly up and down the court.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
Awesome.
That's good. I like that. I've got a question for you. So for the freshmen coming in, what would you say to encourage someone to come and try out for the team?
Well, I would say that maybe once they're on the team, like always keep shooting, and like even if you miss, just like don't be afraid to keep shooting, and like
you got to think the next one's going in. There you go.
I like it.
So I got a question for you, Natalie. Okay. How would you describe your coach?
Oh, good question. I love coach questions.
He's a good guy, and he's a really good coach, actually. Like, he constantly tells us, like, hey, don't put your head down even when you're... If we miss a shot, he's not one to take us out of the game. He's just more like, just forget about it. You'll get the next one. Just be confident. That kind of coach.
Nice.
Cool. I also got another question more about your team.
Oh, boy.
If you were to play a 2-on-2 or 3-on-3 game, like against another team or something like that, which players would you choose? Like if you had to choose like two other teams.
Put your hands
like on my team?
Yeah. She's a
That's tough. Probably my good friend Ariana Rivera, because she's a sophomore.
Yeah, shout out to Ariana. She's really good. She's like short, but she's a baller. Yeah, I've seen her. She can move the ball really well, actually.
And then, well, can I say Summer? Because yeah, probably Summer Soto too.
Yeah, she's really good.
Yeah.
Nice. And who was the hardest school that you played against this last year?
That's hard. We had a tournament up in Avalon in Catalina, and probably Channel Islands was really, really good. So yeah, we got destroyed by them, but
nice. She was actually going on a boat?
Yeah. It was really cool. It was a good experience.
That's awesome. That's incredible.
Okay, well, let's lost for words. It's a boat, they go to an island. Okay, and they actually play basketball on that island.
Yeah.
I didn't know. It's not a fantasy island. The plane. I don't know where we're going to go with this at all. Okay, so let's do this. No, we're going to go. Let's take a break. Can we take a break? All right, great. All right, last chance. Okay, I'm not going to say it again. We've got 2 hours. Brian Folk. If you've never had acupuncture, and if you want an opportunity to win one of those, okay, I'm already checking out my emails. There's only 3 people that's already sent me an email, so your odds are good. So you're going to send an email to where?
You're going to send it to queenofteensb@gmail.com.
All right, cool. Let's end on that. This is Erica Salda, the Queen of Teens. Stay tuned for more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday
at 9 a.m. All right, if you just joined us, guess what? You're late, okay? But it's all right, though, because you saved it. You saved yourself. We got in the house. Put your hands together. Jelani Hicks. Woo! All right, I'm going to just pass over the mic because I feel like it's talked too much today because of my relaxation. My neocortex is all
Jelani,
relaxed.
to put it in context, Jelani's a Santa Barbara legend, and it goes back to his dad, starting at the West Side Boys and Girls Club. But Jelani is one of those guys who I've known for a very long time. We've competed basketball against each other all of our lives, and I was always on the losing end of that, man. This guy can play. And when I say he can play, I mean his basketball history himself, club, pro, semi-pro, played in college, coached a high school girls varsity basketball team at Dos Pueblos High School. Now he's coaching the club team. When I talk about basketball, this guy knows basketball, and as far as wise and just being a good role model for students, that's what I would consider Jelani. I mean, the girls are looking up to him. He's a great coach. He's very positive and motivational, and that's what we need in the community. So, Jelani, first and foremost, tell me about your basketball history from the Goleta Boys and Girls Club days, where Erica probably knows you.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. And then all the way to where you finished off playing. We won't get to the coaching part yet, but just talk about playing right now.
Well, thanks for the great introduction. But I grew up in Goleta. I started playing basketball probably about 3 or 4 years old. I'm the youngest of 5, so we just come from a basketball family. My brothers played, my sisters played, my dad played, so it's just something that I just picked up. Even much so, I just started watching it just because of my older brothers and sisters, to the point where I'm left-handed, but I play basketball right just because I was always watching them, right?
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's good.
So started playing at the Goleta Boys and Girls Club.
And you played for who? Erica loves his name. Who would you play for?
Talking about Sal Rodriguez? Yeah, so we got started with Sal, and then my dad coached me a lot growing up as well. And that's kind of where we just honed our skills. You know, it was just like every day after school, after the homework was done, we would go to the Boys and Girls Club and just practice as much as we could, play ping pong and all that good stuff. And then once we got to like junior high is when it really kind of took over, and we really started taking it real serious, started traveling a little bit more, and just kind of, that was when you really started locking into the goals of playing in college and even getting to the pro level.
Just because I was around and we were playing against each other all life, but Jelani was part of one of those classes at DP where his freshman and sophomore year, they were such young talent. They moved up a ton of freshmen and sophomores, and Jelani was a starting point guard as a I think it was a freshman.
Yeah, so my freshman year I was at Laguna.
I remember that, yeah.
So I went to Laguna, started there, and did pretty well there. After that, transferred to DP, and then I started the next 3 years there.
So this guy, and Natalie too, very, very similar. 3 years varsity experience right here, you as
Nice.
well. And it was fun to watch, and having to guard him, ridiculous. I didn't have a very fun time. I mean, this guy's strong, he can play, he can shoot, very smart with the ball. And I was always on the defensive end of that, so it was fun. A lot of good basketball in town.
Mm-hmm.
And then what happened after high school?
High school went well. I ended up going to Bakersfield College my freshman year out of high school just because I had the goal of playing, but after my senior year didn't really get the looks that I wanted, and it came to a point where, do I keep trying? Do I go the junior college route and see what I could do, or do I just go to school just as a student? And I wasn't necessarily ready to do just a student, so I went out on a limb and went to Bakersfield College and did well there the first year. Got offered a scholarship to play at Missouri Valley College, which is an NAIA in Missouri.
Westmont, for Erica.
Yeah, so same division. Went there for 3 years, had a blast, and kind of just ended up coaching after that.
So now we're on to the coaching stages. Clearly, we both coach. We've coached against each other. We've coached with each other. We've worked the same camps.
Yep.
We know each other. You started out at where?
So my first taste of coaching was doing skill training. When I got back from college, a couple people found out that I was in town and wanted me to start working with their kids, so I started doing that. Loved it just because I like helping people. I learned a lot. I was a kind of like a student of the game when I was playing, so I learned a lot. I always asked a bunch of questions. So when it got time for me to start coaching or training, it was easy because I worked for everything. I wasn't a naturally all the way. I had some natural gifts, but for the most part, I worked for everything that I got. So when it came down to coaching, it was easy to translate that because I kind of understood where they were coming from and where they were trying to go. So I started training, and then shortly after that, another or even bigger local legend, Character Hart, was coaching girls basketball for the Blazers. And so once he found out I was home, he was actually helping me prepare to play overseas at the time, and that was a goal. So when I was home, he asked me to help him coach his team. So that's my first taste of coaching, and that was a great example, right? And then once he took a job at UC Riverside, I took over the high school girls club team at that point.
Yeah, so now we're at a point where it's all about the come up and being prepared to compete, be better people, and try to get your name out there in high school. So I know you're coaching club. What's the name of your club team?
Dream Chaser Basketball.
And is this a boys team or is it a girls team? What is it?
Right now it's just girls.
Okay, and then what ages do you coach?
We have 2nd and 3rd grade all the way through 8th grade.
All right, so this is a big topic, and Erica loves this topic, but talk to me about club basketball and why is it important, and then what are the negative names and words that are said about club basketball, and then why is your program different?
Right. There is a lot of negative words that come with club, just because there's not everyone's doing it for the right reasons. It's very popular right now to start a club team, and you can make a lot of money doing it, but it's not about that, and that's kind of where it gets crazy, right? We're a little bit different just because we're doing it solely for the purpose of giving back. I started the club program about 3 years ago, and then after the first year or so, I brought my father along to help me out just because he's such a big influence to the youth around here, and I felt that they needed more people like him.
Absolutely. Your dad's awesome.
And so that's kind of what our approach is. Our big thing is we want to teach life through sports because there's a lot of parallels. And so that's kind of what everything we do is just trying to prepare them. And we have a few girls that are wanting to play at the top high school level, and some of them that even want to play college and pro. So that's kind of what my focus is for them, is just trying to help them prepare so they can see if you just put in the time and you really work, it can be something that you can get done.
Yeah, and there's been some really great girls basketball in Santa Barbara in the last 20 years, and you guys probably heard the name, but there's a lot of good teams. Bishop won a championship a couple years ago. Right. So there's a lot of really good hoops in town, but the one thing that stands out the most, and I really wanted to get you on here, is that I really want to hear more about your own personal philosophy, because I follow you on Instagram. You're very motivational. You're very positive. You post a lot of really cool pictures and posts, and I've never seen you work with young girls, but Santa Barbara is an incredible town, and I mean, if you're looking for girls, and if they want to find hoops, and how do they get a hold of you?
They can go to our Facebook, which is Dream Chaser Basketball. We also have our Instagram, which is Dream Chaser Basketball Movement. And my philosophy is just make it fun and for them to learn and know that it's okay to make mistakes. Absolutely. There's so many mistakes in the game, in life, that you just got to keep going. And that's why I like teaching the basketball, just because a lot of times you have these coaches that if they make a mistake, they get yanked or they're getting yelled at, or we get on them and we hold them to a certain standard because they have to be disciplined and they have to work hard. But at the same time, they got to realize, all right, you made a mistake. That's fine. Let's figure out how to get it back.
Yeah, you got to have a short memory in basketball.
Exactly.
You know, it's amazing the statistics on how well women do in their professional life and so forth, of how many of them participated in team sports.
97%.
It's huge. So the impact that you're having on these young ladies' lives is just phenomenal. I mean, it's important for guys and gals to be in sports. They're just life lessons that you learn with a team that you don't have the opportunity to learn.
Right, definitely.
Well, we have to have a club program because it's numbers. And it's not even, forget about the business, because when we coached, Sal coached, I coached. I mean, I didn't have kids. I graduated from Westmont, and I just wanted to do a community service. It was left over from Westmont. I did it at Westmont. I did it at high school. So, I took the kids everywhere. I mean, there was not even a gas money, and nobody brought food money. So, I've got to feed everybody because I can't have that 3 kids that don't have money and then have the kids pay and then not pay. So, I mean, I was just really blessed that, the profession that I was in could afford to do that. But when you have kids trying out like a DP and there's 50 kids, okay, well, they don't need 50 kids. So, and you still have kids. I mean, especially most of the coaches that I see, they'll take a kid 6'2" that's in 8th grade over a baller that's 5'7". They just will do that because they're projecting, where's that kid going to be? And I get that, but I just have always felt that I was ecstatic when the whole club, really, because it made, number one, I think high school is more accountable, and especially in some programs like baseball, it costs $5,000 just to water the field. So I think in 15, 20 years from now, the clubs will just come into Because you have 24/7, they would just kind of, basically the school's going to be out of the sports arena, and the clubs are going to be so developed, they're going to be so professional, they're going to be so well run, we got plenty of insurance, and I don't, do you agree with me? I don't know.
I agree.
Down the road?
It's just different. Andie, we were talking about briefly earlier where a lot of times the high school coaches, it's hard for the high schools to find qualified coaches.
Exactly.
Because they can't really pay them a lot.
That's right.
And the time is hard.
There's a lot of time you got to put into it. When I was coaching at Dos Pueblos, I was fresh out of college, so I was in a position where I could do something like that.
Right.
And for me, it was great because I was able to just go all in, right? I didn't necessarily have to worry about feeding any kids or anything like that because I don't have any. So it was just all about me and doing what I wanted to do. But it is a lot of time, right? You're going there at least 2 hours a day to practice, and then for me, I was watching film and doing all this extra stuff.
You're thinking about it. I mean,
so it's like it turned into a full-time job, which was great because we had two pretty good seasons. But if they don't have the resources to find qualified coaches that are willing to do that, that makes it tough.
And then just gym location in town. I'm super stoked that court's being built on the beach. That's awesome.
That's going to be beautiful.
But we need more hoops in town.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, we'll work on that. All right. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Very blessed to have guys like you in this town. Honestly, it's making it. Santa Barbara is what it is because of guys like you. So thank you.
Appreciate
and Andie.
Thank you.
And Andie. Lee looks at me. Don't worry. I love you too. Hey, let's take a little break. We've got a lot more. It's Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. We'll be back with more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday
at 9 a.m. Man, this show just flew by. But if you just joined us, you're really, really, really late, okay? But I still want to have you have a chance at an opportunity here. Brian Folk, acupuncturist, co-host here in Carpinteria, actually, his practice. He wants to donate 2 hours, so we have 2 gifts to give away, and the email address, all you got to do is send an email. You might get lucky. Today might be your lucky day. I don't know. What's the email address?
The email address is queenofteensb@gmail.com.
Great. So if you've never had acupuncture, please send me an email. All right, you never know. I'm not going to pick the winner, and nobody that's related to the show is entitled to a gift. All right, last but not least, I love when Dr. Dale Figtree says stuff. You just leave the show every week on, a high note. So what are you going to, and I like it when I ask her, what are we going to talk about? She goes, you'll see. Okay. So I'm waiting.
Well, first of all, I just want to say one thing, which is it's so thrilling to be among this talk and this energy about so many kids involved in sports, because there was just an article in the newspaper today saying that people that get a lot of exercise have much less cancer and other diseases than people that don't. So I think that this is a major part of health support. And what I want to talk about today is also another major part of health support, which is, of course, what we consume. And I want to talk about hydration, because a part of any athlete's day and workout is making sure that they're well hydrated and not just, worn out. And the thing is, there's so much tricksterism involved in hydration, and I want to really address that. There was something else in the newspaper which said that now health warnings need to be put on ads for soda pop. So people think they're drinking soda pop and they're getting hydrated, but the truth of the matter is that saying it's the real thing couldn't be more opposite. It's not the real thing. It's just full of chemicals, and it actually taxes the body because the body has to deal with it. So, what is the real thing? So you see things like vitamin water, you think, well, that's the real thing. And the truth of the matter is, if you read the ingredients, it's shocking that sugar is the second and third ingredient in that even. Yeah. So there are so many things from fruit drinks, and the most important thing is you need to read labels. But the second thing is what's best for your health, and what truly hydrates you more than anything else is, believe it or not, water. Plain water washes through the body, hydrates the body, and doesn't interfere with any of the functions of the body. And if the water is in glass, believe it or not, it's even better, because long-term storage in plastic actually leaches some of the plastic out into the water.
You know what I just found out, too? I think you told me this last show, and I was shocked. You don't want to leave cases of water in your car. If you're a soccer mom out there, a basketball mom, no, it's not good. I mean,
especially
with the heat,
if it's in plastic.
Yeah, if it's in plastic, because I do that. I did used to. Oh, not now. Okay. No. As a matter of fact, when I found out, I was so scared, I threw it away. Okay, and of course I recycle the bottles. I put the water on plants because I know we're in a drought. Okay,
exactly.
But you don't so you don't want to leave the car in like for a week, a month, a day. What? You don't want it in the car at all.
Well, I mean, when I open my car, I mean, here in Santa Barbara, the inside is usually hot. And if I have some water that's been sitting there for 2 or 3 days, I feel there's probably bacteria, condensation. I don't see it necessarily as really healthy water anymore, even if it's in glass, So it needs to be fresh. And I mean, if you can just have a glass bottle and just fill it with water, most people have filtration in their sinks, and that would be just a great way.
All the schools have them now too, which is awesome.
Absolutely, yeah.
Nice. So,
and I mean, there are other healthy drinks, but again, you need to read labels and make sure there are no additives, make sure that sugar is not a part of it, because sugar actually uses up your nutrients rather than gives you nutrients.
All right, so the bottom line, Dr. Dale Figtree, water. Say,
water.
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 Clean water. And clean, purified water.
Hey, we're out of time. Thank you, Santa Barbara. God bless. See you next week.
Nothing's gonna ever bring you down. You're the best around.